Here's some things that guys need to watch out for when they're dating, regardless of the size of your pocketbook or your dreams or aspirations. Ignore these things at your peril, because just like all the great men of antiquity, the Bible, and in the past, a woman can need the help, but oftentimes the wrong woman can throw a man completely into chaos. Start off with this one. She wants to be courted. Yep, she wants to be courted. Now I know there's some guys who are probably thinking, hey Kevin, you kind of talk like a traditional man. What's wrong with her wanting to be courted? Nothing if she's truly a traditional woman. But typically women want to be courted because they want all the benefits of traditional femininity in gender roles, but they ain't bringing none of that stuff to the table. This is just another way of asking you to simp. Very few westernized women deserve to be courted. I say it again, very few westernized women deserve to be courted. You guys fought for equality. You're my equal. You wanted equal pay. You wanted equal rights, well, you need to get equal lefts. You wanted to be courted. That ain't gonna happen. We are equals. Deal with it. Thank feminism one-on-one, your mamas and your grandmamas. This is the world. Ladies, if you're watching, understand this is what men are on the lookout for. So if you're asking some guy to court you, what are you bringing to the table other than sex and debt? She's got a 90-day rule, or any kind of rule like this, in my opinion. The first time I hear a woman say she's got a 90-day rule, I'm out. The first time I hear a woman talk about this rule or any other kind of rule like that, I'm out. Just like the United States had a policy, we do not negotiate with terrorists. Women can be emotional terrorists. I do not negotiate with them, because if you give a mouse a cookie, they'll ask for a glass of milk. She has a 90-day rule. That automatically implies to me that she thinks her vagina is gold, that it's something that gum important that I have to work, strive, and earn for. I don't work that hard for anything that doesn't benefit me. Her vagina ain't it. If you have these 90-day rules, go out and blame all these Steve Harvey type guys who told you guys this foolishness. That is man repellent. Rule on day one, in the other 89 days, it'll be you playing with your cat by yourself. Next, she's a single mother. I'm not gonna bash single mothers or anything like that, but bottom line, there used to be a time when a woman had a baby out of wedlock, it was few and far between. And there was some shame that went along with it, enough to where they didn't keep going out and doing it over and over again. Now it's a badge of honor. You as a man are worth too much and too valuable. If you've got your head on straight, you're out doing your thing, working your business, taking care of your business, you should not be forced to pick from a crop of women who've already had another man's children. You should not have to go out here and fight the world, build such and so forth, to come home to a woman that you will at best be the fourth or fifth most important thing in her life. You deserve better than that. I am sorry, ladies, if you've had a child, that is your responsibility. Own it. And as far as I'm concerned, stay out of the dating scene until your kids are out of the house. You made the choice to have those children, especially if you did it outside of wedlock. If you made that choice, then you make the choice to wear that scarlet letter. It's not our problem, it's yours. Guys, do not date single mothers. Do it at your peril. Next, she's a strong, independent, fill-in-the-blank woman. For me, you have 3 times to say that. I'm a strong, independent, blank woman. I'm a strong, independent, blank woman. I'm a strong, independent, check please, I'm gone. Anytime that comes out of their mouth, non-negotiable in the sentence, whether it's day 1 or day 300. Because to me, that's an underlying issue that's waiting to burst through. A person who has to say, I'm a strong, independent, anything is none of the things she says. It's like if you find yourself having to come into your house saying, I'm the man of this house. You gotta say you're the man of the house, there's a problem. If you watch Game of Thrones, when Joffrey says, I'm the king, and Tywin told him, any man who has to say he's the king is not the king. Strong, independent, blank, anything needs to be strong, independent, and alone. She believes that men and women are equals. We are not equal. No male and female of any species on the planet are equal. We are different for a reason. I am not going to negotiate your role and my role. If you come into this saying that we're equal, we're automatically at loggerheads, because you're not a woman, in my opinion. You're a female. I don't date females, I date women. Just like the men will hear what I'm saying, the males will probably throw shade. If you want a woman that you're equal, you're really giving your manhood up, and I can't help you. For the guys out there who are trying to hear me, equality is not what it's cracked up to be. Typically, women want equality when it benefits them, and they want to be ladies when it suits them. I don't have time for all the back and forth because I'm trying to do what I'm doing. I'm leading, she's gonna follow. There can't be two captains. Pick your poison. If you pick equality, you'll die a slow death. She's a big time church girl. I'm a Christian. I was born and raised in the church. I attend regularly, but big time church girls tend to come with big time church problems. There's no more hypocrisy in dating than in the church, because unless she's a big time church girl and a virgin, you're already gonna have issues. Oftentimes, big time church girls try to use the Bible as a weapon against the men that they date, to hold you biblically accountable for everything that it says a man should be, but yet not hold themselves biblically, morally, or ethically accountable to anything that it says a woman should be. They'll tend to take scriptures out of context, use biblical stories for their own selfish and manipulative ends, and hit you in a place to where you really can't defend your spirituality. That is the height of manipulative, deceptive, bad behavior. I don't roll with big time church Bible thumpers for these primary reasons. If it doesn't suit you, move on. But you know the kind of person I'm talking about. She's got lots of single girlfriends.
Blessing, you can cut it now.
You ever see a pack of animals roaming?
Jesus.
Bars.
All right.
Blessing, I still hear it a little bit. Yeah. I can still hear it. I don't know why.
Me too.
Did you pause it?
Did you pause it, Blessing?
Oh, wow. Sounds like Charlie Brown.
I
The
think you have to
adults.
exit the tab on the screen, Blessing.
Do you guys have Charlie Brown out here in the UK?
Who's that?
Yeah.
What's that?
You know Charlie Brown.
Yeah, we have Charlie Brown.
You know
Who's that?
Charlie
What
Brown.
is that? Is that a hash brown?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Is that a musician?
Man's got KFC on his mind. That's why he's talking about hash brown.
Yeah, you just gotta exit off the tab. Just pause it. There you go. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on that clip. Agree or disagree?
The whole thing.
So I want to focus mostly on the beginning when he said the courting. I thought the church girl was funny. That was why I got to tell that.
I love Jesus.
That's so true, though.
It's funny, but it's
So
true.
So do you think he was accurate, or do you think it wasn't what he was talking about? And talking to your mic.
Nah, with the courting thing, I definitely don't agree. Definitely, I don't understand how you're meant to get to know somebody if it's not through courting. But I said before, like, what exactly would one define courting as?
Right. So actually, I forgot to say this, but yeah. So the definition of courting is the time before a relationship starts, when the couple gets to know one another, exchange gifts, and generally keep a respectful distance with little to no intimacy. So the way I understood it is courting is like no sex.
Yeah, I definitely
Pretty
agree. Mhm. Yeah, I definitely think that women, like, there has to be a period of courting. I don't understand. Other people, they might feel like, oh, they don't want to do courting or dating, but that's fine. Go find the people that you don't want to do it with. Me, I can only be with somebody who is willing to take that time without sex as well and get to know me on a me level. And yes, go out and spend money on me as well. Yes.
Okay. What do you think?
I'll be honest, like, courting, it doesn't have to be, in my opinion, like, actually going out for drinks, taking me out, buying me fancy stuff. Courting, again, I do agree that there's a certain level of, like, women that should be courted that, again, deserve to be courted. And, again, it just depends on how you want to get to know that person. But do I think you need to not have sexual intercourse? Yeah, at first.
What do you think?
Absolutely not. What doesn't make any sense? She can court me. We're both equal. Why am I the one doing the courting? Like, I will say yes when a woman takes me out on a date. Then I'll be like, yeah. But until then, you're on my time. So, nah.
Okay.
I agree with what Kevin Samuel says, because nowadays what's courting? You talk to somebody for maybe 1 to 2 weeks, and then you have sex with them, or you meet them, have sex with them on the first day. Like, what is courting nowadays? When does it go from courting to talking to dating? It's just like nowadays there's really no such thing as courting,
like traditional courting.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because the women now don't typically deserve it?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Because they're not the things that men value anymore.
I mean, essentially, yes, if we're going off of the things that men value in women, it's like, not saying that. I mean, yeah, essentially, if men want this, and it would be on the flip side, if women wanted this and they're expecting a man to have this, they would court them. But it's like men want this, and it's like a lot of women aren't having or don't have what men want. And so it's like, why would you, if you're going to buy a car, you want everything, you want it souped up, everything like great in it. You're not going to buy it if it's not exactly what you want.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think, Kit?
So can we just establish? You're saying courting is the non-sexually intimate period before you start having sex, or just into a relationship?
So he said courted like a traditional woman. So
Yeah.
like you in the clip. So what I was thinking is the same way like they courted in the 1950s, 40s, 30s.
I mean that's not happening now. Like,
and
times have changed.
and so it says courting is the time before a relationship starts, when the couple gets to know one another, exchange gifts, and generally keep a respectful distance with little to no intimacy.
So I'd say courting is definitely the case aside from that last part.
Okay.
As in terms of zero to sexual intimacy before a relationship, because nowadays, like, and even girls as well, nowadays people want to have sex before they get into a relationship with someone, so they know that they like it.
Yeah.
So if courting is only all of that plus no sexual intimacy until the relationship
I think
is established,
that's the difference between courting and dating.
then that's not.
I would agree. Yeah, so
I'd
courting
agree,
is like without sex,
Yeah,
and then
I would
dating is
agree.
with sex.
That's not. I don't think that happens.
So,
now.
yeah, so you don't think modern women deserve it?
What, courting for 1 day?
I mean, if unless she's
I said modern woman.
the average.
Just say it, bro. I know what you think. Just say it. It's a no.
Fine. Like, no sex in this time? Nah, it's not happening.
Okay,
It's
go
not
ahead.
happening.
Well, I'm okay courting a woman, but she has to display traditional traits.
Okay.
Facts, yeah.
Like, so if she's a modern woman, I'm going to want to know, just given the hookup culture state of society that we're in, I want to know her history. I want to know her sexual history. It might be too much to ask off the bat, but personally, given the time we live in, I want to know what her sexual history is, because if I'm having to court her, essentially no sex but the dating aspect, but I know that she's given it up to men in the past, why the fuck am I spending my time, money, energy on you if you've just handed it out to people in the past?
It's like a used Honda Civic for BMW pricing.
Exactly that. Yeah. So I'm not gonna put work in and time and have patience that men in the past weren't required to, just because she was able to give it up in a certain state of emotion. I'm not willing to do that. So first things first, I don't really feel like modern women deserve the traditional type of courtship that they did back then. But if you are deserving of it, you better be feminine, you better be loyal, you better have all of these things in place. Because if I'm having to treat you the way a traditional man would, yet you're exhibiting nothing traditional as they did back then, and you have a shit sexual history, I'm fucking gone.